Ba-dum ba-dum ba-dee-dee. Zim-ba-da-da-da-dum-bam-ba-do. Hum-ba-da-bam-bam-bing-dum-ba-da-ba-da-doo. Ooh. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, hey there and welcome to you. My name is JGardo1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual. And I'm very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or, in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to the Guardian Studios experience. We are diving back into the world of Galabor, my friends, where we have been busy on this darn kelp farm. Oh my goodness, this thing has been a pain in the neck, and I'm not even sure if I did this part right. So we're gonna make sure these kelp stalks are all able to grow all the way up to the top. We're gonna make sure the water in here is nothing but water source blocks. I probably already did this, because I know I had to redo the effort, but you can never be too sure. You can never be too careful when it comes to making sure a farm in Minecraft is going to work the way it's meant to. And I know some of you guys are probably getting tired of seeing this darn farm, because I've been at it for a little while, trying to get this thing to work the way it's supposed to. Well, don't worry. Hopefully this session will be the last time we have to work on the farm itself. Of course, there's always the chance that that's not how things are going to play out, so bear that in mind. Go ahead and take a nap. Diddle-diddle-diddle-doo, diddle-diddle-diddle-dee. We're making a few adjustments to this thing if we can. Alright. I've got 3 rows to dig. Some of you may at this point be wondering, why are you bothering with this farm, J-Guard? Can't you just get kelp from the environment? Yes, I can get kelp from the waters around here. There's a handful of bodies of water near my base where I can get kelp, and I can get it pretty easily. The problem is, it's not necessarily going to be a consistent supply. If I build this farm, I know I'm getting a consistent supply. Plus, the plan is to make it so that this farm has a built-in automatic smelting system for the kelp. Or smoking system, I guess. Automatic cooking. I'm gonna make it so that we can automatically cook up the kelp into dried kelp and convert it into dried kelp blocks so that we can get a cycle going where we have an unlimited supply of dried kelp. very least, that's my hope in this. Up to the surface. Well, that didn't work. That was weird. Down it comes. There we go. Next row in line. Oh, wait a second. Before I do that, I should fill the water bucket. I gotta make sure I've got water on me for this. Hey, Leo! Good to see you, my dude. Good to see you on this delightful Saturday morning. At the very least, it's morning from me. I don't know if it is for you. It's good to see you, my friend. Hope you are doing well today. Hope you're having a good day, or if not, hey, hope the stream makes your day a little better, my dude. This is going good. Nice and smooth. Very smooth. Whoop. pump that stuff into there. Whee! Ow. And boop. Hello, and welcome to Guardian Studios, newcomer. Hope you are doing well today. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you enjoy the stream. We are a family-friendly channel here at Guardian Studios, so I would ask that you keep all chat messages family-friendly. Alright, that's 2 rows taken care of. Let's go down here and trigger the pistons. There we go. I want to come over here and see this. All that kelp going where it's supposed to go. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it when something actually works the way it's supposed to. That doesn't happen very often. Whoops. Okay, so we got a torch in the system. That's not something we would want to have happen once we get this thing actually finished. But in this case, I think it's no big deal. The torch is just going to go into the system. And now there's only 1 row left. almost to the bottom. And now you are thinking, it is a long way to the bottom. That's a game series that I need to play one day. That'd be fun. Jeez, big vein of coal. I mine this stuff when I find it because you never know when you're gonna need it, but good grief. I don't know if I'm ever gonna need that much. Go ahead and build up. Ugh. Boop. Bring the rain of sorts. Do 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 do. That open, grab this, dump the kelp that I've gotten in there, and go down, down, down to the pistons. And there it goes. A bunch of kelp headed into the storage. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. like it and love it and want some more of it. Good, solid progress. Now this is a moment of how do I do this? I want to place these torches in a way that helps ensure plenty of light, but I don't want torches placed needlessly either. There we go. That ought to do it. On the torch thing. Well, for the most part. I feel like I still kind of messed up. Hang on. I did. The placement is still off. That's annoying. It's annoying me. I don't like this. Oh, there's a part of me that just can't stand seeing the torches not be distributed in a way that's logical and even. Does that make sense? There we go. Hello, Quilzy! Hello, Quilzy! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to the channel. Do believe you've been here before. How are you? How are you doing? Did I just have kelp get harvested? I think I did. Four. Oh wow! Now I've got it. Now I've got the torches placed perfect. Oh, it's Orlando! Orlando! Hey, dude! Sorry, I knew the name from somewhere, I just couldn't remember how I knew the name. Good to see ya! How you doing? Doing alright? I hope so. I've been doing real good, pal. Got him! Do a little run around here. I've been doing pretty good, my friend. Just been a little bit busy. A little bit busy with real life matters. Haven't been able to stream as much as I would have liked to, but I'm slowly getting back into doing streams. So, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Ah, fair enough, Orlando. Fair enough. Hey, I appreciate that you want to help out like that. I really do. It means a lot, dude. It really does. It means a lot. Thank you. Alright, so we've got the actual kelp farming mechanism set up. Right now, as long as one of these stalks of kelp grows to the max height, it'll trigger them all. It'll trigger all the pistons. Might want to change that later so that it can be made so that when any stalk grows to the right height, it'll trigger them all. But what I've got right now is plenty. The thing that's holding me back right now is I need a bunch of wood because I'm going to be making chests and hoppers, because I need to set up a system to smelt the kelp. I need a way to cook up the kelp so that it turns into dried kelp, is then able to be compressed into kelp blocks, and then those kelp blocks can be fed back into the cooking to keep us in a steady supply of the good stuff. The dried kelp blocks. Alright, let's take these bundles back to base, dump them out into a chest there, and then we can figure out what we need. The main thing I'm going to need is a lot of wood. I'm going to need a bunch of stacks of wood for chests. Now I know somewhere along the way is going to ask, Jagard, if you're doing this all for fuel, why do you do this? Why not just make bamboo farms for anything that needs fuel? Bamboo farms are nice, I'll give. They can provide a lot of bamboo in very little time. Especially if you make them the right size. But there is a problem with bamboo farms. They are harder to automate, and more to the point, they don't smelt as much per item created. trying to find a chest that's pretty empty, so I can dump the contents of these bundles into it. I think this'll do. There we go. Put the redstone there, because that one actually supposed to be in there. Honestly, I can't wait for the next update, just for the sake of being able to use the stone cutter to convert stone into cobblestone. Grant you, it's still gonna be slow to break it down in that manner, but it'll be better than what we've had so far. And in the same vein, we're getting the ability to stone cut deep slate, so that's good. What I'm working on, Orlando, is I've been working on a kelp farm for a while, and I'm finally getting close to the point of being done building it. Hey Ryan, good to see you, dude. Glad you can make it. How are you? Doing alright? I hope so. Anyway, I've been working on this kelp farm for several sessions, and it's been dragging because it's been a slow process to figure out how to make it work so that I can have it be at least mostly passive. But I think I figured out a way to pretty much do that. But I've also been trying to figure out how I can make it so that I have automatic smelting for the kelp, so that all the kelp gets turned into dried kelp blocks, which is what the farm is mainly for. And one of the main reasons I need it, I'll go ahead and show you. It has been a little while, Ryan. It has been a little while. I blame myself. I've been very busy IRL. That's in real life, in text speak. Gamer text speak, specifically. But I have been very busy IRL, dealing with all kinds of stuff. But things are starting to mellow out, even out, and seemingly get to a point where I can do streams again, and hopefully get back to being at least somewhat consistent about it. Ah, I get you, Ryan. I get you. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate that. Orlando, I was actually thinking of I'm actually planning to make a system where I've got 1 or 2 smokers into which all the kelp is being fed, so that The kelp is cooked in the smoker, turned into dried kelp, sent down into a crafter, which will then be set up to automatically craft the dried kelp into dried kelp blocks, and then those dried kelp blocks will in turn be converted into, or will then be able to be used for fuel. But with a little bit of trickery, my intention is to make it so that the dried kelp blocks are funneled back into the smoker so that the kelp farm's smoking system becomes fully passive and automatic. See, right now I'm using this place, my gold farm, to smelt a bunch of the kelp that I have collected because I need fuel for this thing. This is a super smelter for my gold farm. See, above us is the gold farm. I don't know if you guys actually got a look at it as we were coming in this little space here. But this is my gold farm. Fully passive and automatic. The problem with it is that it does build up a lot of gold fast if I'm not careful. And that's part of why I need the kelp farm, so that I can get fuel to just dump into the system to keep this thing running for hours at a time. So that I can just sit here in the farm up there farming gold. Because zombie piglins fall into a trident kill chamber. A trident killer kill chamber where they are ground up, all their items funneled down through these chests into a dropper, which puts them in this water flow over item filters, and beyond the item filters into the super smelter, which the super smelter smelts down any golden swords into gold nuggets that I can then convert into ingots and blocks and all that. And I need a lot of gold for a project that I've been working on in the background. And, yeah. Basically, I need a lot of gold. And it's a pain in the neck to need so much gold. The system is made so that I can get nuggets, ingots, and rotten flesh pulled out of the system, and then pump the golden swords into the smelter. Hello, Gamer Pro MX. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Guardian Studios. If this is your first time, or if you are returning, welcome back to you. Hope you're doing well either way. Let's grab these bits. I don't think we're going to need these here anymore. Quick glance. Am I using... Okay, I am using a chest cart. Unfortunately, this is a solo world that I'm playing on right now. And that's kind of where my focus is. But you are welcome to stay and hang out in the chat if you would like. Toss around some gaming ideas, gaming topics to discuss. So long as you keep it family friendly, we are happy to field discussion here. Well, playing on a different world may happen down the road for a few people. I am not committing to that right now, though. Right now, I'm sticking to solo. Horror mods, you just lost my interest. I'll be entirely blunt and honest. I'm not a horror guy. I am not a horror guy. I like watching people get jump scared, don't get me wrong. I like watching people get jump scared by such games, but I am not a horror guy. Leave out the horror mods and I might be more interested. To each their own, my friend. To each their own. Some of us enjoy horror stuff, some of us do not. I am one of those that generally is not a big fan of horror. I can be interested in the lore behind games that have a thriller aspect and stuff, but I am not a horror guy. If it's horror for the sake of horror especially, it loses my interest pretty much immediately. But watching people get jump scared by that kind of stuff, that I'm okay with. That's just amusing. That's just amusing. But again, I am either way kind of focused on doing my solo world at the moment. So I don't know when, I don't know if and or when I'm going to, when and if I'm going to end up doing any worlds besides this solo one. I do plan on doing other worlds, possibly do another world on my Twitch channel, but at the moment I'm kind of focused in on this world on this channel. What makes you laugh, Ryan? I want to make sure I know where this conversation is going. I don't want to get lost. I don't want to get lost in conversation. That's probably even worse than being lost in translation. Gamer, I've already said I'm not doing multiplayer right now. But I appreciate the offer. I do appreciate the offer, my friend. Yes, people getting jump scared. That is very fun. It's always fun to see somebody jump and be like, "Ah!" when something pops up on the screen. It's like that one video of the guy sitting there at the computer doing something. I don't know what he was doing. But then, for not even half a second, there's this jump scare image up on the screen, and he's so freaked out that he punches right through the screen. It's sad to see someone react that bad to a jump scare, but at the same time, it is so funny. What is up, Ryan? What is up? Really? Boo. Nice try, my friend. Nice try. Ah. Orlando. It's alright, my dude. It's alright. Is this, Silk Touch? No, that is Fortune. But this one. Silk Touch. Good. Except it just occurred to me, I should probably keep this one on, because after the session, I may put my guy in the gold farm to build up some XP and gold. Get out of my way. Where do I have saplings? Gonna need to do some tree chopping. Tree chopping, gonna need to do some of that. Gonna be tree chopping, gonna chop up lots of trees. Why? Because I need the wood, duh. Nice! Good for you, Ryan. Hey, good for you, my dude. You deserve every single one of those subscribers, my man. You really do. You are very welcome, my man. Very welcome. Hop, bop, hum, bum, 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 bum. Big Ben video, huh? Hey, I'm not surprised. That is an impressive build. Of course, the whole of your London world is impressive. But the Big Ben thing is also very iconic. Very, very English. Very, very iconic of the English. I don't know why I said it that way, but it kind of just made me chuckle. What is crazy? You ask what is crazy. You ask if I know what is crazy. Well, I mean, aside from the Joker, what is crazy? Sorry, I had to sneak that little joke in there. Oh, wow. That is kind of crazy. That's some crazy fast subscribing rates. Dude. That is awesome. Hey, big old congrats to you, my man. That just shows that your channel is taking off. And believe you me, that's a good thing. Just hoping that my channel ends up getting to the point where I can catch up with you. That'd be nice. If we get to that point, that would be amazing. That would be a dream come true, my friend. That'd be a dream come true. We'll see. Maybe one day. In the meantime, I'm going to keep on doing my thing. Playing Minecraft and playing other games and having fun. And sharing the story of those games that I play with anyone who wants to watch on any day. Because that's just my way. Sorry, I couldn't help trying to do a little bit of rhyming. Every now and then, a little bit of rhyme is just sublime for the time. And if that be a crime, don't give me a dime. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. That's just fun. Every now and then, rhyming like that is just fun. Eventually, I've got to deal with all these chest monsters in my base. I've got so many chest monsters going on. This is part of why I'm going to have multiple bases, because one of them is probably going to end up being built just to be a storage system. Because I'm talking about doing a massive storage system. Automatic sorting and all that. Hello, Maddox. Hello, hello, hello. GG. If that stands for what I think it does, a good game indeed. This is a very good game. Welcome to the channel if you're new, my friend, or welcome back if you're returning and I'm just not recognizing your name. Fair warning, that is not entirely uncommon. You know what? I want to fix a mistake that I made at one point that is just bugging me every time I notice that it's still up there. Need some wool. Need some wool. Need some wool. Need some wool. Lots and lots of wool. Yes, I need the wool to fix this thing. Whoops. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. I need shears. There's some shears and a little more wool. Lovely. As much as I like the Blue Rogue having... That's what I'm calling it right now. I can't remember what I originally called it, but I'm calling this ship the Blue Rogue. I have got to fix something about the sail that I did that, in hindsight, was wholly unnecessary. And kind of bugs me that I bothered. By the by, did you guys know that you can actually enchant shears with efficiency? Oh yeah. I haven't done it on this world because there hasn't been a real need, but you can do it. And then you got a tool that can cut through wool like a hot knife running through butter. It's actually kind of cool. That Mojang thought about that and made that possible. Oh wow, is it really that late for you already, Ryan? Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? 5 hours ahead of the Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes I forget that you're at that point, you're in that time zone. All the way across the pond. Oh man, isn't that kind of typical for over there? Raining all the time. I'm not saying that to be mean or anything. I'm actually just curious. Put the wool that I picked up into the wool farm. I actually haven't emptied the wool farm in a while, come to think of it. Probably ought to see if I can. I love this farm. Okay, yeah, that's a little concerning. That much rain over the time that it's been since the start of the year? That is kind of concerning. Hope the weather ends up clearing up for you guys over there at some point. Oh, pardon me. Half a year's worth of rainfall? Ooh, my goodness, that is insane. That is insane. Well, seriously, here's hoping that the rain clears up for you guys at some point real soon. Don't want you guys to get flooded out. That'd be bad. That would be very bad. Hop, skip, jump, over the hill. Yeah, almost 2 months. About 2 months of non-stop rain. That is concerning. Oh man, it feels good to stretch every now and then. Well, I really wanted to get the oh nice. Here's hoping it actually is. Here's hoping you actually do have a sunny day tomorrow. A sunny day on Sunday. A sunny Sunday. That sounds like a good idea to me. I had wanted to go ahead and build the smelting mechanisms for the kelp farm, but I think that may have to wait until next time. Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna have to wait until next time. I gotta do some thinking. I gotta figure out how to make the machine that I'll need in order to make that work. You know, pumping the dried kelp back into the smoker and all that. But gotcha. But I think that is going to have to do it for this session, everybody. I would love to keep going, but I got to do some figuring, some planning, and I feel like that's better off done off the camera, so to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you, everybody, so much for watching, both the returning viewers and the newcomers. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to leave likes, comments, subscribe. It's all free. You can always change your mind later. And don't forget to smack that notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream or video. And with that all being said, thank you once again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the world's virtual. And I'll see you all next time right here on Guardian Studios, which, by the way, it will be fairly soon if I can help it. Bye! Oh, hey, we got a pig hanging out. Bye!